What is up, my peeps? Joshua Smith here at GSD Mode Studios with another weekly episode of Leveling Up. And today I'm here to talk to you guys about self-development and why learning less and mastering more is the true key to blowing up any aspect of your life or your business. Now, this is something, I've talked about self-development a lot in these Leveling Up series, right? Leveling Up is all about just what the title is, leveling up in any aspect of your life, right? Doing everything that you can to accomplish and reach your full potential. But I see so many missing the mark with this. And this is something I've been getting a lot of questions about recently inside my Mastery Bootcamp and my other mentorship programs out there. So wanted to go deeper in this on today's episode, today's session. So real quick before I jump in though, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. Then once you've done that, hit that bell, which will ensure that you get alerted anytime a new release of these videos gets uploaded so you don't miss any of this great content. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play, wherever you're at audio-wise, please leave us a 5-star raving review. It's how you guys can support the show, and I truly appreciate all your support and for you watching this. And make sure to share, right? Sharing is caring. If you get benefit out of this, there's others that you know, I'm sure, in your world that can be find these beneficial and have an impact on their life as well. All right, so let's jump on into today's content. So again, learn less, master more. That is the theme. You guys, in the information age that we're in and we've been in now for some time, we don't need to learn more shit. Right? We've already learned so much useless knowledge, right? So I'm not saying to not go out there and learn more things, but we got to learn the right things and not just learn it. We need to master it. There is a big difference between learning something and mastering something. So because mastery takes so much more than learning, right? If you think of your formal education, this is what we did, right? We learned. So as I have young kids now going through school and I'm trying to help them with their homework, right? Like I end up having to Google these math problems or Google, a history assignment to figure out what the answer is to be able to support them. Like I end up spending, or my wife and I end up spending a tremendous amount of time trying to figure out like how the hell do we even help them and support them with this? Now this was shit that we learned, right? But we didn't master it. So there's a big difference, right? When you learn something, you don't retain it, you don't master it. When you've mastered it, it sticks with you, you understand it, you know how to apply it, and go out there and get results with it. So it takes more intensity and focus to master something than learning, obviously. So you got to make the time and room for it. Now, this is something that one of my mentors calls just-in-time learning versus just-in-case learning. Right now, most people follow the just-in-case learning style, meaning if you think of all the books that you've read, or if maybe you're not an avid reader, but you know somebody that is, right? And I'm talking self-development books. I'm not talking fictional, fantasy, whatever. I'm talking non-fiction books that are helping them grow their business, right? Or at least that's their intent with these, right? Well, most people will read those books, we go through it, put it on the shelf, and then I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me. It happens to me multiple times a week. Somebody will recommend a book to me, and I'll ask them, like, okay, I appreciate the recommendation. Let me ask you this. What were your biggest takeaways from the book? What then have you applied to your life or your business, and what have the results been? And almost every single time, probably 1 out of 100, if not 1 out of 1,000 times when I ask that question, the response is like a deer in headlights. They're like, well, fuck, I don't know. Like they weren't expecting that question, right? It was like, oh, I just remember it being good. So what they're saying is, as Jim Rohn said, it tickled their eardrums, right? It just became entertainment, not true education for them. And studies have been done on this, that most people with their self-development, they'd be just as well off with that same use of time binge watching Netflix, because at least they would have got some R&R in, right? So most people are just wasting this time. So, and then again, with just in case learning, that is me studying things or trying to learn things that don't apply to my world yet. And it's very difficult to master anything that doesn't apply to our worlds and what we're trying to accomplish right now yet. So like if I'm a white belt in martial arts, like I'm not studying second-degree black belt techniques yet. I'm studying the shit to get to the yellow belt, right? Like I need to master the next step of things that accomplish the goal. The end game goal is to get to the black belt or second degree or whatever you want to go to in martial arts, right? But the immediate goal that's going to help you get there is I got to get to yellow before I can get, climb the ranks and get to black. So just in time versus just in case. So here's what you do. identify, and here's the self-development path that I follow right now currently in my life. I identify, okay, what is the biggest goal that I'm looking to accomplish right now? Right? So whatever that may be, whatever I'm struggling with a goal, maybe it's health and fitness, maybe it's business, whatever it may be. This applies to any aspect of your life. So what is the main goal I'm trying to accomplish right now? Then from there, once I've identified and got clear on that, then I'm going to ask myself, what is the number one thing that if I could learn and master would have the biggest impact on allowing that goal to become a reality, right? So then I'm very clear on the goal and then the next step, right? So maybe it's in your real estate business and maybe your goal is to double your production for this year. Okay, well, why aren't you already doing that? Why aren't you on path to do it? Right? Okay, well, man, I need more leads. I need more cost-effective and higher converting leads. Okay, right? Like that, then now, okay, hey, look, then all your mastery, everything that you're learning identifies, now we're able to identify the topic and the subject you need to start studying, right? Well, then you can break it down even further. Okay, well, what is the most effective lead source? Well, you start dissecting your business. Okay, what are the lead sources that have led to the business that you have going on right now? So like for me, in my real estate business, it's open houses and Facebook leads, right? So I might sit there and look at that, like, okay, well, how can I take my Facebook lead game to the next level, right? So now I'm getting very specific with this, right? Then from there, once I've done this, because self-development and mastery isn't just done through books, right? So then I'm asking myself, okay, what is the best approach to master this? Sometimes it can be through a book or books, right? Sometimes it could be through courses. Sometimes it can be through conferences, which I doubt that. I think conferences are more for motivation and kind of planting a seed for an idea. I've never seen a conference that really you're going to master shit, right? So usually it's going to be through books or courses or working with a consultant or shadowing somebody that knows that. But at least now I can start identifying those specifics, right? Based on and doing my due diligence research on the best way to go master that topic. And then I'm going to stay with it, right? I'm going to put all my time, energy, and focus when it comes to my self-development into that one topic until I have fucking mastered it. And how do I know when I mastered it? I'm getting the results. That's when you know you mastered something, right? I don't know if it's Bruce Lee or whomever said this, but it was like, mastery means you can't screw it up. Like you've mastered it to a level where you just cannot screw it up. It's like Larry Bird was doing, the famous basketball player was doing a commercial where they wanted him to miss a free throw, right? So intentionally trying to miss a free throw, it took him 6 tries to miss one. Because he had mastered it so well, right? He had shot so many millions of free throws that it took him 6 attempts, 6 tries just to miss one. And he was intentionally trying to miss it, right? That's what mastery is, right? So learn less, master more. Don't have a goal of reading 50 books. We hear these dumb statistics like the average CEO reads 50 or 60 books a year. I'm not sitting there saying that's dumb that they're putting that much time into self-development. But what the statistic is missing is, how do you know they didn't read one book 60 times or 3 books, right? Whatever, 20 times each or whatever it may be, right? So, and we know that the mind, according, this is a NASA research study, that the average mind retains about 10% of what you learned the first time around. So, there's books that if I want to master that book, I might have to read it a dozen times to truly master it and understand those concepts and dial that stuff in. And then there's a lot of times where I'm reading several books, I'm taking a course, right? And I've shadowed a few people that I know are crushing that, or I've hired a consultant or a coach, or taking, an online mentorship coaching program, right? So this is how you master. This will eliminate and save you a shit ton of time, a shit ton of frustration, and allow you to go out there and accomplish your goals. So again, learn less, master more. And I can promise you, if you get diligent and intentional with this, it will change your fucking life. So anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. If you, again, enjoyed this, please share this with somebody that you think can benefit from this, or share this on your social media pages. It's how you can support the show and also impact others' lives. Also, real quick before we go, make sure to check us out at gsdmode.com, where you can see a ton of other great content like this, plus resources, some free training. And if you're a real estate agent, make sure to go to growmyrealestatebusiness.com. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this free training out there, but we've had over 10,000 agents now through this free online masterclass. It's a 3-hour in-depth. I know 3 hours sounds like a long time, but again, are you willing to master your craft? This is me showing and sharing with you everything that I've learned, and now I'm going on my 15 years in this industry and becoming one of the top real estate agents and team leaders on the planet, and one of the most influential, voted last year the top 100 most influential people in the real estate game, or in the real estate industry. So this is me showing you everything over my 15 years that I've learned, the most important, valuable things that can impact your business. And I give you everything that you need to have success on the training, plus I give you all the free resources and guides to execute and implement what you've learned. So this isn't some long drawn out fucking sales pitch of a training, right? This is an online free masterclass training to help you get dialed in and know exactly what to do over the next 90 days or 6 months. Again, to focus on mastery to implement and dial in your real estate business. So check us out at growmyrealestatebusiness.com. All right, guys, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for watching. Keep kicking ass, and I'll see you next time. Peace.